My name's Jared Smith. I am a graduate of the University of Tennessee with a PhD in computer science, class of 2020. Prior to that, bachelor's and master's in 2016 and 17. I'm still very involved in the University of Tennessee, but am most proud of the startups that I founded while I was there and coming out. One being a company called Uncat.com. It's an accounting app founded by myself and my wife and some business partners that were also at UT, and then Evasive, which is a cybersecurity company. Uncat is an accounting app at its core, and it's really a spreadsheet in the sky. It's not super flashy, but it's solving a particular problem for an industry where there is a lot of manual back and forth. Finding solutions to provide accountants with a way to find information and get information back on uncategorized transactions, missing receipts, and other types of information. Inspiration for it came directly from the people that had the problem, and that's like my number one piece of advice, is trying to find a problem that is needing to be solved versus just creating something because the market tells you or because somebody says that's a cool thing to do. As far as things that make it different or unique, there are some, but I'd say the biggest and most important piece for us, beyond just being first to market, is our branding in the way that we put ourselves out there, in the way we message the company. Uncat at its core, it's a 5-letter domain. We got really lucky on that, but the other piece that makes it really fun is it's cat themed. So it's uncategorized expense. There's Uber. Uber is very serious, a brand. It was black and very like sleek and all of that. Or Tesla has a distinctive, recognizable brand. There's millions of domains out there, but I would say that's for us has been very important because the tech is the same across the board. But the branding, being first to market, and just having as best customer support as we can have makes for a very good combination. Challenges that we face have been many. Everything from technology failing at the weirdest possible times at 3 in the morning when I'm on vacation, to a competitor coming up that raises $10 million and is trying to outwork myself and my co-founder working on this part-time. So from time to time, the challenges change, but I would say the most important thing to focus on, and it's probably obvious, is persistence. But second to that is always finding a way to optimize working on things that provide the most value for the least amount of work that you can put in. So that way you can do 100 things with minimum work and get the most value, versus risking a ton of time up front, especially in a startup where it may fail, and you might fail to launch an entire product feature because you tried to do too much at once. So challenges can usually be averted if it's not a technical failure by trying to do minimal amount of work for the most value and doing as many experiments as possible. I don't know if I always saw myself becoming an entrepreneur as much as just seeing myself doing a million things at once. So whether it was working in the cybersecurity industry or at the national lab, and also having an accounting startup outside and doing my PhD at the same time, entrepreneurship is just one of those things that it gives me a way to create things from nothing, even if it's as simple as an app for accountants or a cybersecurity set of data. At the end of the day, it's probably the most creative application of talents that a technical person like myself can do. That is not just hands-on building stuff. It's also building stuff and like talking to customers that are actually going to use it, and that's super powerful as a technical founder to have both sets of those skills. That was always the most fun thing for me, going to Valcourt when I was here, won twice, and it did not sadly make anything of those businesses, but the lessons learned from those led to the businesses I co-founded with the business partners I have now. It's just genuinely a great experience to go to any of those events and see and hear from actual founders, especially at the time when I was 21, 22 years old and had no idea what I was going to do. One thing I want to leave everyone with, just that's getting into a startup in general, is that it'll be tough, it'll be awful at times, but it will be extremely rewarding. And the biggest thing to remember is that you don't always want to count on moving up. You're not always going to be doing better and better, growing more, making more money. You won't always be going down and down and doing worse, but as long as you're moving on and not staying stagnant, that is the key to success. And with that, you can outrun almost anyone to the level of degree that you want to do that.